This is the Samsung B2100, a simple mobile phone that costs something in the region of €100 SIM-free. The interesting thing about the B2100 is how tough it is. It's one of the few fully waterproof phones on the market, and it's also encased in a tough rubber housing, which means it should survive a drop of about 1 metre onto concrete. Now, if you don't believe us when we say that it's fully waterproof, we'll give it a go. As you can see, this is a vase of water. This is the phone. Don't try this with a normal mobile phone because you will break it. And just to prove the fact that it actually will ring and work properly underwater, we will give it a call. And there you go. And there really are not a lot of handsets on the market that can do something quite that clever. Of course, you want more for a phone than something that's fully waterproof. So we'll have a quick look at some of the other features. The B2100 is fully sealed, as you can guess, against water. So at the back, the battery cover has a little screw lock on it, and in fact there is only one interface on it, which is on the side. It's a little bit tricky to open, and that doubles as both the power charger, and you can also put a pair of wired headphones which are included in the standard sales package in there, and that's it. And that closes quite neatly. Another interesting feature of the phone is a built-in flashlight, and on the top of the phone you can just about see, I'll turn the torch off. On the top of the phone you can just about see, you can put a lanyard in so you can wear the phone around your neck. It has quite a good music player in, considering it's quite a cheap phone, and also when you consider the fact that it's fully sealed, it does have a little bit of an impact on the sound quality. If we start up the music player, so we actually think the sound on that is pretty good. You could take it out with you while you're out training, and of course it works with the standard set of wired stereo headsets which are included with the phone. But of course be aware that if you open up the slot on the side, that will compromise its waterproofness.
Other features on the phone are maybe not quite as good as you might expect. One thing we'll have a look at now is the web browser. An immediately obvious thing with the B2100 is that it's a GSM only device, so it doesn't have 3G and web browsing is a little bit slow. The first thing we're going to have a look at on this is Wikipedia Mobile. It takes a little while to load up, but here we are. So this is Wikipedia Mobile, and that loads up just fine. But what happens when you try and load up a more complicated page? And in this case we'll try and load up the full version of Wikipedia. And as you can see, it's bombed out straight away with an error saying error document too large. This is very common on this particular phone with complicated web pages, and it's a little bit of a disappointment. But you will find that if you use a dedicated mobile site such as the BBC mobile site, which we're about to load up in a minute, it works just fine. It takes a little while because it's a GPRS only handset. And this gives you the BBC News site. So again, as we say, if you stick to basic websites, you should be able to get by quite well with it. There are basic information management functions on the phone. It does all the basic things on the back. There's a 1.3 megapixel camera, but overall we think it's quite a good value for money phone at about €100 or so, SIM free, and especially when you consider how tough it is. If you're in the market for something you can take outdoors, or something that will survive the odd bump or splash, then we think the B2100 offers excellent value for money.